Today's new topic is actually ngarang dagi hogre, but we will start formally money and banking jing asidagi hogdini. Muna taw maram di exam ta hangbe aba question me aba me jaw hogdini ngasidi. Basically we have defined what we mean by money, the different viewpoints of money do traditional leramba idea of money the coins and currency khaktani refer to ise. Adubu hujiki modern form of money that we can refer to anything, almost anything that refer to be. High money set. This idea of modern meaning of money set. Again. Modern form of money set. This can be again classified into different category. Category tongan khaido pi. Look here. Switch demo. Now, money se karigumba mashi explain to mamangda. Let me tell you something about this idea of what I mean by face value. Face value haiba amaga, intrinsic value haiba amaga, intrinsic value. Let me explain you the idea of these two terms, face value and intrinsic value. It's very interesting in examination. Generally examination the hungbi ago question me am yawi si ke face value intrinsic value se muna yong. Let's say that either coins or currency or the any kind of modern form of money that we use, modern form of money so let's say that coins or currency or for me, let me give the example of currency let's say that this is the 500 rupees note. 500 rupees note lots of pictures and security but I picture them represent or face value habisna karino hairagadi face value habisa hairiba money leituda either it may be coins or be currency or be maduda print toriba number do that number which is printed actually currency da print hairani aduga coins di minted hairani coins natragana currency da print toriba number aikoi joina 500 se masi boy number du aikoina face value hairaga khangnei face value of that currency. On the other hand, masigi numbers what will be the actual value of the money? Haidadi masigi matam dani ko khar ngaro ko dise noi kano to matam da ko noi yes because nowadays noi digitally you are very advanced, even advanced than us. Nowadays digital money haidana thoe that's called kano haidana kari haba cryptocurrency cryptocurrency matang dadi face value like nothing physically exists over nothing aduna physically exists over physically exists over actually paper budi natre but piece of paper do maduda 500 rupees ki note ni haina aikoi wakhanda khalle tawbudabu hairiba value do adi thong khai face value haibamga intrinsic value haibamga face value haibadadi Laiba Pashaduki printed value, would leave a value Shikayano, having 500 rupees, that is called face value code. Adugaho actual value, either coins or currency or assume value, actual value of money. Money to be actual value Shikayano, Harigadi, it may be less than 500 rupees, but don't forget, most of the time it will not be greater than 500 rupees. Face value dagi hen bati kashuk lairoi manaba laibi yai hardly laite kashuk ayambana hairiba chi chapi du di value do chi sigi paisa ji ki value se 500 taki lower generally oi ko don't forget this it is extremely confusing I know but I will explain with another example at a time you will understand 500 note sigi piece of paper sigi actual value do madu bai koina intrinsic value hairiga khangne intrinsic value aduna we have two value face value haiba maga intrinsic value haiba maga actual value duna intrinsic value kowi actual asinga value duna intrinsic value kowi nataga haiba coins natraga currency du da print tawiba value duna ikoina face value hairiga khangne don't forget most of the time modern economical paisa ayamba most of the money that we have in the modern times we have greater face value than the intrinsic value face value na ayamba head bangak to oina tawi manaba bawba lagi ai but face value na head bangak ta ni intrinsic value na head badi amta leite generally accepted oina Yes, you might not be I have the actual value se karino have the kitang understand of the wabo leram bi this the yengo thongamba this the yengo I explain am torage coins ki example. Let's say that nang se coins ne hen khalis ai doin chaw ni ye ko ai ko hujik matam da lupa tara sapi coins su letra sa aduna tara ki coins hairage. This is 10 rupees coins. Don't forget I go ki India da masinoi ki kanu da su yaw ngani actually exam da hang ga to budi mate paisa cheese api have tare paper currency are printed by RBI na print ovani. On the other hand sigumba coins aduga 1 rupees note tasugo RBI na nam da balay 1 rupees note na tragana these coins, all the forms of coins and 1 rupee notes, they are minted by our Ministry of Finance Minister na tawi difference to kaubi ade. Okay. Aduna government na tawrogana it is RBI na tawgoduni RBI na tawgoduni ayamana currency ngatani. Aduga coins it is done by the government of India Ministry of Finance. Karam Ministry of Finance tawse coins su tawi aduga paper currency da su 1 rupee note kumudo madu kumudo tawi. So aduna huji example che face value ga intrinsic value ki difference karino have to example amagong high guess this video. For example, let's say that 10 rupees ki coins ama lai hai khalase. Let's say that there is a 10 rupees coin. Then what will be the face value? Thomam baharo face value se kya hoigi ni this da. Sigi case this the face value se kya no? Ekoi ki coin se ke 10 obviously 10 face value se 10 hoigi doi ni. But intrinsic value is the idea say I know the canon hierarchy example of hierarchy intrinsic value say come the kitang canon to we aduna example in highest list intrinsic value say come na big the makta 10 rupees coin say chandi sapi apaba circular oido I find a khangam the toroka no mai thar ka no boil to fe sana mapak to yot matuma mu ino onto it now it is converted into a lump of metal kani metal mo khang I don't know. But metal amo in onto a highly quality, Sandi Sapitara Sapi, point of Midas for the Holocan. Atoi to the Kaliguma Masik lump of metal, Otopata, none of Bazaar, the Chatlakanda, you won't Batanda, not Tragana, you and the Natraga to hide the lump of metal go. Bazaar the money when a sitting of a Yagadra. There comes the problem. I mean, Hanadi. Circle waina some security feature khara ye kanda leveladi it was 10 rupees yes 10 rupees oiram mebo to bodabu hujik 10 rupees coins do mai the khang tor mai thar ga sodu khalaga yu matum ontho halakudadi now bazar da chatlaga ai si rupa 10 chapiduni ai mai da sodu hanbagi wani 10 chapiduni hain hairu matam da angaw godani karam kana thazaru bisi kai gino hai matam da because the real value of this metal masai nang mai thar ga sodu han gi ba metal do madu gi value do nang lupa tara oiroi yang ge na yama da lupa amma gum ba sip do mangai yot ko ta plastic yon ba lei bro hai na law mi do mongo de yon luma tam da sigi yot matum che lupa amma de gi hadi su let's say just an example aduna taktari asien ba metal do gi value se asien ba metal do gi value se lupa tara na te tara print to jabdi wani asien ba metal do gi value di lupa amma kaktane that is why this rupees 1 actual value is known as intrinsic value code. Khanibo aduna face value haibaga intrinsic value haibaga difference karino haiba targadi face value haiba targadi pinam biba paisa either coins wigera currency wigera maduda print tawriba value do either 10 500 100 whatever madu print tawriba do face value code. Intrinsic value haibaga na pinam biba paisa duda nam biba value do nataba value di pakam damsan be lishing tara namsa da ju yae adu nataba paisa dugi asengba value print to du nataba paisa dugi asengba value chi oiragana chi dugi value kya oidoino coins oiragana coins dugi metal dugi value kya no asengba value do madu guna intrinsic value ko khangni ko aduna ani sigi idea se lao la kanda I am going to explain you different types of money. Get ready for that ready khangni ko hai se did you get it ki face value ga intrinsic value ga sikhang yani ko khangau dragadi hai ga bani freely hang da bani kam to biate now face value ga intrinsic value ga sa idea je khangabni na don't forget nakan da note isalo su ki su kai de ai gi na ngarang ai note semba loire to bu da fu note se yam ten ba si I already prepared notes yesterday class ki notes in same but yam 10 man best da hay we pull up we pi da haidana thambani aduna hore notes di pirakani but noi gi language ta khang na bi damakta face value intrinsic value si chalo intrinsic value haiba taragati the real value of the paper used or the metal used to represent the money. Face value hairagana it is the number printed on the coins or currency. Okay, madu hairo. Yeah, after that let's talk about the different types of money. Tongan the types of money mayam amale. I koi noi na hujikan sizinariba paisa ja. Actually, if you look at the I don't know whether you know it or not. Noi khang that economics ki tongan dictionary lay bane. Dictionary lay po economics dictionary of economics side na economics ki dictionary lay. If you look at the dictionary of economics to yenga ka su natraga na Google di yenga ka su ideas may be different way bi. But whatever it is, yes, amana chumi amana lan habanate. Now let me tell you the idea of one career, the type of money, different types of money. The first type of money is known as fiat money. Fiat natragana token money haibase hamigese. Sometimes this is the first type of money. Fiat money natragana token money haibase karino habsi yengsi. Don't forget, as the name suggests, fiat haibasidi aikoina khangrabasne token haibu waiji khangra. Token haibasi karino. Actually namesake. Aikoigi English ki magi asengba meaning the haiba taragadi namesake haibani maming khaktagi haibani. Haibagi athadi money se there are some types of monies are there which are just for namesake maming khaktagi oiba. Isam sam na hairagadi aikoi noi na sitinariba coins and currency singja. It may be rupees 1,000 rupees note, actually 1,000 cannot talk there, but 500 notes OBI, 500 rupees note OBI, not rupees 10 ki currency coins OBI, all of them are fiat money. Money ki theory sha class 2 level the noina taurishi yamna 10 ba yamna simple ngatani. Hayeng noina in case economics ka laura kan the theory of money torkum matam it's a mind blowing. It's a kind of a life-changing experience. But whatever, money that we are using in India right now, like 500 oigera, 10 rupees oigera, whatever, all those things, all of them are fiat money. Fiat money token money. Then how do you define this fiat money? Fiat money is karam haina define. Here is the answer. Answer is this. There are two interpretations are there. Interpretation ani thong lai masigi fiat money sigi. First is that this actually I'm not going to write whole, but you have to write. Okay. I go in a sentence full way in Iroi, no even full way isan bakana. What do you mean by token money or the fiat money? These are forms of money which are accepted because its value is guaranteed by government. Magi value se government na mani insure togani haina wasap government natragana authority harasi because sometimes it is done by the central bank also. Aduna authority na government na paisa bagi value do maintain togani haina wasap paduna maram oirakan. Let me repeat. We accept this fiat money and the token money because government, the authority that is issuing that coins and currency, promise to maintain the value of that currency. Because of that promise, we are accepting this money. That is why these are known as the fiat money or the token money. Don't forget, right now, all the coins and currency, 500 oigera, yankhi chapi oigera, tara chapi oigera, all the coins and currency are fiat money. Fiat money ngatani. Am to kenom to yauti fiat money ngatani. Similar. Aduli aikoina sida haibigi apsati hairiba paisa aikoina rupees 100 cha karigumba government na aikoida magi guaranteed piram daba taragadi masi aikoina accept tawroi. Don't forget this. Yam very young masidani aina hairo money gi theory su tawragadi kok se to as no kaino tor sarakadini Kayumba government na natragan authority na guaranteed tawramdragadi coins and currency ecoina like sa mashe ekoi exception to mo aina hai se proof oi ge have targadi if you have money right now huji lupa tara chapi oi gara chama chapi oi gara yankhai chapi oi gara any amount of money nang paikhalo kan ne nakanda wahi pareng manga tara iba manga taruk iba mi yaw bani I promise to pay the bearer of sum of rupees 50 100 and as higher kan ne makhada RBI ki governor sign to mi yaw bani aduna madugi any it's is there in your any currency to mi yaw bani madura tapati aina money ni paisa ni haidana accept to bise atai ginate magi value se maintain to gani haidana government of India na RBI na guaranteed people gini assurance ma people gini madugi assurance so piram draba madugi signature to yorum draba kanam tana dead no one will accept that kanam tana paisa ni accept to khangani ko Sophia khangani ko haisa aduna token money or the fiat money se accept to bise kali kino haiba taragadi because it is being issued by the authority government RBI authority to na ekhoi the issue to bagini maintain to gani haiduna promise to be accept to next the second form of money is known as fiduciary money haiduna lay fiduciary money masa ngasi na sahi ani ahum gi mamangda fiduciary money se important oiramde senga it was not there kaisu ngasi na nang se let's say that if you were in 2017 18 ki batch ta tamba 18 19 ki batch ta tamba amma oiba targadi I don't need to explain this fiduciary money explain torum da su ya bi ani so because you are in this right now kaino da hujiki 2020 21 ki 21 22 ki batch ta leiba noi noi na di you need to understand the meaning of fiduciary meaning money sa masigi meaning khang da bi ya di kari kino I have why I'm saying this fiduciary money has it's a little bit opposite to the fiat money. Fiat money is kitang opposite way. Fiat money is opposite way. Fiat money it is issued by an authority. Then authority gives its promise to maintain the value of that fiat money. So fiduciary money these are not issued by any authority. Don't forget this. Don't forget. Let me repeat. Fiduciary money these are not issued by any authority, either government or the RBI or any authority in issue tau dev. Then you might be wondering, exist how is it possible? As I've told you, because you are in this 2021-22, the idea of fiduciary money becomes very important. Because I suppose, cryptocurrency idea. Have you heard of this bitcoins, things like this? Okay. Sophia Haifet Khambra Bitcoin size Karino Khambra. I have idea. Yam nobody complicated way. Okay. No class 2 Katang with the Taragasu. I know she hiding Wahishinja. No future does some so joyna. I yamna hyper simply one at but some so joyna Kanoda. Masi dai na chahi noi na graduation ka ba matam da sungsoi soi dana either you take economics or no economics low gera low roira sungsoi soi dana aina haiba wai che sungsoi soi dana thengna ka thura bani that is called cryptocurrency haidana google la thiru so karino cryptocurrency haise cryptocurrency ki makha da mayam am legre like for example bitcoin haibane then ethereum haibane those coin lots of things are there bitcoin ke ethereum ke sin yamna popular way okay let me come to my point. The example of this cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are fiduciary money name. Example of fiduciary money. As I told you, fiduciary money is these are the forms of money which is not which is not issued by government or any authority. Authority which is not issued by the authority or government or RBI central bank but it is still accepted as a medium of exchange. Government issue to budi natta ayambana ekhoi ki day to day life the kamai to almost the medium of exchange that we have come across are being issued by the government or RBI natra government issue to bang aktane ayambana te almost to budu hujikan 2000 aina haiduni ko hujik noi gi generation because you are the future. you are the one that will use the idea of this cryptocurrency, things like this. Okay. Karigino hai matam da hujikan di Bitcoin sabse India da di popular kaya oidi. India ki wang hek lato ki matam da di Bitcoin is like a crazy. Pura it's a kind of a wildfire. Aduna this cryptocurrency, Bitcoins and Ethereum, they are not issued by any government. In fact, they are known as a decentralized money. We will talk about that later on. Government issue to busu natte, any authority issue to busu natte. To bodo mase medium of exchange suya sijin nabi yawi chance jikse lekare. Mapam khara dadi USA ki mapam khara dadi medium of exchange suya sijin nabi yae. Payment to busa Bitcoin da to bu yawnari. Even India the power kagadum how. But in other countries, these Bitcoins are being started to use as a medium of exchange. And this is the future, as I've told you repeatedly. Okay. Aduna, government issue to busunataba, RBI issue to busunataba, but still it is accepted as a medium of exchange. Medium of exchange in the D, adum acceptable. So we should okay, let me write machine give sentence full in Islamage, adu I question to lake. Which is not, these are the forms of money which is not issued by government or authority, but accepted as medium of exchange. Medium of exchange so inadi adum accept tongba madu oikhoina fiduciary money harakuni. I know sit holding the question am hange na tarunda. Government issue to tawdaba adubu aikoi buyer and seller ani gi marakta karigumba common medium of exchange so in accept to godu she kari no karam haina no accept to godu she haiba taragadi because of trust. TRUST, this one is extremely important. TRUST, trust. Actually right side the erasing here, this is something which you will not find in your book, but these are very important. Let me repeat. Fiduciary money are those money which are not issued by government or any other authority. Either it may be central bank or it may be international monetary organization or no one issued this, but still it is used as a medium of exchange. If you ask how it is accepted as a medium of exchange, still go many issue to medium of exchange so because of trust between the buyers and sellers. In short, because of trust between the people who are using that. I don't know what is that. It may be anything. In my example, I am giving the example of this Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an example of fiduciary money. Which is accepted as a medium of exchange because of trust. Trust number one. This is very very important. Last key phrase is important. Trust number one. The money accept over targadi. Madu ko ikoi na fiduciary money harakne. Amuka so hayoge aina haibutuni noi ki keno se sungsoi soidana noi ki generation da soidana fiduciary money se yam important orekani maroina cryptocurrency aina si ye mo haise crypto no yamna noi pasan be yai cryptocurrency pasan be yai Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these things and non fungible tokens, NFT, lots of ideas are there regarding this cryptocurrency blockchain technology. It's yours. I cannot explain all those things here. So this is the way I explain to number. So this fiat money and fiduciary money, they are to some extent they are a little bit opposite. Actually, opposite have it's a little bit different. Different way. Fiat money is issued by a bank, central bank or any authority government or fiduciary money is the central bank government issued over nothing, but still it is used as a medium of exchange because of the trust. Trust number one come. Nasai hek hobo matamda aina ngasi topic hek hobo matamda aina face value then kano se intrinsic value haidana am haiki madugi sisinabam do huji phogi oina almost lakh taba kumbani huji lakh tawre. Look here. Now I was saying that I know having to fiat money, fiduciary money second later, third money da I was telling you the idea of this face value of money and intrinsic value of money. Face value of money ga intrinsic value of money si ani si idea se mama to explain to right. Now we have to use these two ideas in this third category. Third types of money which the explain to. Look here. Karigumba. Okay. Karigumba. face value sina intrinsic value dagi yamna henba taragadi. Let me repeat one more time. If the face value of the money is much greater than the intrinsic value of the money, that kind of money is known as credit money. Credit money. But as I told you, masigi credit money ki idea se this condition, that is karigumba face value na intrinsic value dagi henba haida se. This is either credit money. So in some book you will find it as a credit money, and sometimes it is also known as fiat money. That type number one. Credit money da su fiat money da su high riba condition se fulfill to it. What does that mean? What is that condition? Condition is that face value of the money will be far greater than the intrinsic value of the money. Okay. Here is the explanation. Explanation is this like that. The example that I gave you, remember that. Rupees 10 gi coins sama lai hai khalasi. This is rupees 10 coins. Hai rupees 10 coins ki face value se, the face value of this rupees 10 coin is 10 lupa tara sineba. Then what will be the intrinsic value? Ngasai aina hai lupa tara chapi chandi chapi se mai da sobuk halagadi hai dana hai ba mo wahai mi yaw gibno ko mai da sobuk halaga yot matum ma bonthok pa taragadi matum du da phangak da ba paisa to intrinsic value ne, actual value ne. Nangna yot matum do ai si lupa tara chapi ni kaino ai yot ta sobuk chabi wani kainta magi weight ta hadaba nate masak handa jabi wani lupa tara chapi ni accept taw wai mi ngon hai matam da karam ta accept taw. That means the intrinsic value of that, the lump of metal may be lupa amma gubo be ani be less than 1 rupees. That means high riba 10 rupees ki coins hai. Masigi coins is the face value sina intrinsic value dagi yam thini hendre. Adugi mati yam thini hendre. Let me repeat one more time. The face value rupees 10 is far greater than the intrinsic value rupees 1. Lupa cham dagi lupa amas dagi yam thini hendre. Aduna this is an example of credit money. But as I told you, this idea that karigumba face value na intrinsic value dagi henba haiba se masi sometimes credit money su kawi, sometimes it is also known as fiat money. Aduna ni ngasai na fiat money ki haiba matam da fiat money se interpretation ani sui hadana makok ta haigibdo. Fiat money ki interpretation amadi ai igi amadi ide, I know that. What was the first interpretation? Aharba interpretation to karino. Aharba interpretation to na fiat money haiba se authority amani issue to ba government issue to do madubo aina fiat madubo ikoina fiat money hair khane. On the other hand, second one is that fiat money are also those money whose face value is far greater than the intrinsic value. Asumani interpret also. Aduna fiat money can be interpreted in two ways. First one is karigumba face value na intrinsic value dagi helaba fiat money koi. Karigumba okay karigumba kano se central authority amana assurance people na maram orga accept or madubu fiat money the minor hardship. But you know, credit money has the automatically it will be government will issue that and this condition will fulfill. Aduna, if you want to write ige haragadi karigumba fiat money has the meaning ige haragadi, these are the monies whose face value is I symbol do ini ko whose face value is greater than intrinsic value of the money. Intrinsic value to the give face value to the helaba. Other buma equina credit money had come. Type ahum sure we will go to the type 4 type Mari Suba types the Lakadore. After that I will ask question, get ready. Karigumba. In case, as I told you, I say high most of the time face value na hen badi intrinsic value dagi hen badi mayam lai almost all the new modern forms of money hujika modern forms of money ni haina lai sing je ayam bana masi condition je fulfill to ko ngakani. But in very rare condition yamna rare oiba condition kharada face value ga intrinsic value ga manabasu yawe. Let me repeat one more time. There are some conditions are there where face value is equal to intrinsic value. Okay. Hi Vigatrati. Masai example, arrive example, I am simplifying this example here again. Okay. Rupees 10 in notes amalay coins amalay highly colorcy face value is rupees 10 dum ojaba. Let's assume that this metal is used with iron, alloy, iron, then gold, then copper, metals in the Nanga Karigumba Mashi Sobuk Halaganda, you Matumum Olaga, you Matumdo, Nanga Bazada, any second handy scrap, can you look the Slupatara Silva, Highly metal to give value to Slupatara order. Metal do not eat Badu number to 10 rupees or Adudi, intrinsic value, face value of mana highly. As I told you, it doesn't nowadays, it doesn't happen in Kenuto there. Tiny among the Torami. But nowadays we don't have this. In this case, we have this face value, the intrinsic value, the credit money, we have in my Karigumba, high face value, the intrinsic value, that is known as full body money. Don't forget this. Okay, full body money. What do you mean by full body? You see, Nasi Pumkhai Bukai Musician Tauriba topic, yam lots of 1 mark question, the yam hungry and even RA question, the reasoning and assertion question, the ma'am hungry Aduna Masi Kung the Bear. Full body money have a target. These are the money whose actually I should again look here, whose face value is equal to intrinsic value. Magi face value to the intrinsic value to the manner mother full body money had a okay, let me repeat. Let me ask some question regarding these 4 types of money. That is, from the very beginning, I was saying that the face value of the modern money are greater than the intrinsic value. Intrinsic value, the give face value, the has the higher. Do you think the difference between the face value and intrinsic value will be fixed? Can I have the higher? Face value and intrinsic value the hengani, mabani si kenagani have the higher. I have a very interesting question. I know it's a little bit complicated question. Tawadago, I know say idea kitang season higher. Face value ga intrinsic value siga. At least the kenariba value share. At least fixed oigadra. What I'm asking is that will the difference between face value and intrinsic value will be fixed or will it change? Change to gudra fixed or gudra. Thongoma kamai to gani. Fixed or gudra change to gudra tahe. Change to gani. Jai answer to me. I will come back to you. Anjali amta hairo masi change to which karamba matamda change to way. Karamba condition ni makada change to way. Uncertain to me, to me. But my question is again is that karamba condition da haiba anisi value difference. Karam haina change to do. Anjali. Hungry. Puspa hairo. Puspa. Hungry. Idea delay. Karigumba value se sana gumba karigumba wheragadi magi difference change takani. Brennan idea ka lede hello. My question is that face value ga intrinsic value ga anisiki difference fixed oigadra haibani. Answer is no. Definitely it will not be fixed. It will keep on changing. Anisiki difference so adom change tawgani haibani. But answer is correct. But I want the reason why. Under which condition it will be different. Brennan ta hello. Karam haina karam matamda difference legi. Yes, adusu yai. Sophia am hairo, nang isu idea am hairo. Sophia, are you there? Idea libra. Later, I think it's moreover, am hairo. Any sigi difference in lay have the kange, aduga fixed oil, any sigi difference, fixed oil to kange, karamba condition, the any sigi difference, jeans, no, you know, I don't die. Last, Fenoda Hankabini, Tomamada. Okay. Then last your opinion. Thong manam na su hore. Nang the last line. Any sig difference. Like you do siya. Karam ba condition na change to magpiya. Thong ba. Ma'am, we thought we go. That's definitely correct. Idea of I'm trying to bring the idea of this inflation. Inflation the idea se puro ke hide na tawni. All your answers, your ideas are correct. No ki ideas singo ayam na loina mag chumme. There is this difference between face value and intrinsic value se. I was saying that face value se rupa tara ni hai na khalo. Intrinsic value di rupa am khata ni hai na khalo. I was just saying that for the timing let's say that 5 rupees na khalasi. So the difference between face value and intrinsic value for the time being is 5, but this 5 will not be fixed. It will keep on changing. Let me give you another example. Example of khalasi. In another word, intrinsic value say, let me try to explain so that you understand it. No ina khang na bigi damakta idea se explain to ke example of pirakanda le say intrinsic value of rupees 10 coin. Lupa tara coin tara chapi coins amagi magi face value se 10 rupees ni. Magi intrinsic value se number do onthok gi mahuta 10 apples in high level. 10 apples high level. High level Lupa tara do season naraga apple tara leba taragadi that 10 apple is the intrinsic value ne. Tawbadabu nang karibumba apple sigi maman se tangkhala aba. We are talking about 2021. In 2021, actually it's not possible, but I'm just saying 2021 da lupa tara chapi chandi chapi ma season naraga apple tara leba yaram ne. Tawbadabu in the year 2022 actually yogri dum khalase. 2022 da nang tara chapi do tara waina dum laigani no change. Face value will remain the same. Tawbadabu apple gi maman se matam da 2020 tingkatana tangkhal ene. Maduna maram orkan nang 5 apple khatang leiba ngamba taragadi anytime see the difference between face value and intrinsic value is now it will change because of the change in the price of the products. Okay, price of the product. No me amna high giba Brennan na high giba Sofian high Kenon high giba singo Angeline high giba Sofian loina mak idea do lay. But don't forget this difference between face value and intrinsic value will keep on changing. Change dum togani it is not fixed. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, this simplified example here. Face value ga intrinsic value ga se apple do on intrinsic value do kari poche gi maman tangkhal ko targa di paisa du gi value de loi handare. Yare stage solution bi yare. Fixed not have dum tang hiding bani aina tawise it will keep on changing. Let me tell you one statement. This statement will be beneficial for the rest of your life. Not for this class 12 examination, but for the rest of your life, it will be beneficial. No, you will kanagani khagobada here it goes. Huji money se. This modern form of money, which is called fiat money. Fiat money this fiat money intrinsic value se. Over time, okay, full money over time, fiat money intrinsic value will always reduce. Always reduce. Look, I don't know whether you believe me or not. I don't care. Time will tell you this. Fiat money, modern world any forms of money, fiat money either coins currency or no ATM card okay, ATM card is a representation. All those money, intrinsic value do it will keep on decreasing always over time. Adunani economics low the me okay. I quit economics low is class 11 class 9 10 economics nate. Class 9 10 the economics low but no you don't forget. Paisa ki value se 6 chandi chapi ki value se let's say that this is a chandi chapi ki value se reduce adum tarukane. Ultimately, it will become zero. Actually, it will become zero at the very thousands years ki matung do pay, but it will reduce always. Adunani economics high level nito. Angang oi ngai da ekhoina shampoo da paisa thada bado. Ekhoina di saving ne haina khalidana. Economics ki point of view di yengba targa di madu that is the worst case of saving. Koi piggy bank haibata piggy bank koi shampoo se piggy bank haina English ko. Shampoo da paisa thada raga save to bacha. This is the worst form of saving. Karigino haimatamda, you are keeping that money unused in a sijanada shampoo manundo thamini. Manunda dum later kandane, magi value hekapadi haimu, magi value do, second kudingi, minute kudingi, hour kudingi, every day kudingi reduce adum tawini. Aduna, don't forget, saving in our piggy banks and lining martaka paisa yapsan mi koina ping adi am tawno madu that is the worst form of saving because karigino haimatamda any fiat money, modern form of fiat money, their intrinsic value will keep on decreasing. Okay, that statement will be beneficial for the rest of your life. Anyway, let's stop here. The types of money. Types of money is the problem. Sat lang hango ay mathang topic last night. Hurry up. Sophia yarabna. Hi. What's wrong? Issue to. Credit money is idea is very vast. As I told you, idea of this credit is so huge that I cannot finish today. Credit say yes, the credit that we have right now, the credit money that we have right now, they are issued by the government. Government issue to but idea of this credit itself is something which is far beyond the idea of money. Money ke idea, my ideas. Aduna, this credit money, the modern form of credit money, they are issued by the government. Government issue to money. But there are some idea of credits are there which are not issued by the government. It's very interesting. Okay, interesting way. You are commerce and you should know this. That idea of this credit is very unique. Unique way. Even though we are using this credit money in my class, actually this idea of the meaning of this credit is unique. It can stand alone. Aduna, yes, to your answer, when I come to your question, exactly, yes, most of the credit money that we have right now in India, in the world, they are issued by the government. Government issue to pangatani. But there are some forms of credits are there which are not issued by the government. Government issue to the basu mayamam lay, but there's something that I cannot do here. Aduna ay nasa high gibdo. Credit I have this is so huge. There is a saying, I'm repeating the same saying. The saying is that the world is living on credit. Idea of credit every economic activities are depending on credit. Credit will depend on 100%. It's very interesting. Anyway, most of the credit that we have are government issue, but there are some which are not issued by the government. Do you get it? Okay, now let me introduce this idea of supply of money. Now we know what do you mean by money. Money is a and types of money is Don't forget, I know you might be wondering, functions of money. Yes, I will come to that. Don't worry, I will not skip anything. Supply of money is machine. See, this supply of money is something which is very simple. But the significance of this, the simple idea of money supply is such that there is an entire section of this money supply in the UPSC examination. Actually, I have some experience for that. That's why I keep on telling this. So in civil service examination, in higher studies of economics, there is a separate topic just dedicated to the supply of money. Money supply is dedicated to. For us, we will do only the basics. Basics definition of money supply is so simple, but don't underestimate this simple definition because it's so significance. Here it goes the definition meaning of money supply. It refers to amount of money which is in circulation. Or if you want, you can also interpret this supply of money like this. Amount of money which is here which is in circulation. Sorry for that. Now second interpretation is that amount of money which is with public. Money supply. In your book, in your reference book also, for me, I have almost all the reference book. Most of the reference book that you have, they explain the idea of money supply in this second interpretation that I am not explain to it. But I really like you to understand the first interpretation of money supply. Ahanbagi money supply interpretation say message khangjalu, this will be more handy or handy. So what do you mean by money supply? Money supply is the amount of money which is in circulation. As I've told you, my preferred meaning of money supply is the first one. Actually, in your reference book and in your textbook, money supply is defined as amount of money which is in public. Public the amount of money money supply. Either or it's the same. But let's see which one. It depends. You can understand both of this. It's okay. Now, as I've told you, this definition is very simple. It's so simple. The definition. Now, let's try to understand what do you mean by amount of money. Amount of money in circulation. Actually, ideas here, money here, it's a crazy idea. As I've told you at the very beginning, this theory of money is something very, very crazy. Idea money. Now, when we say money supply, don't forget it does not refer to total amount of money in the economy is not equal to money supply. Money supply has total amount of money. So here India total amount of money supply. Okay, there might be utopian idea. Utopian have theoretically, I can presume to be assume to be India every penny, every rupee are in circulation. Then at that time, total amount of money will be equal to money supply. But in reality, it's not possible. Possible way theoretically, wakan sagalaga mondrang the way actually realize. Why I'm saying this? Actually, when I say this statement, that is total amount of money of a country is not equal to money supply. Money supply is high. What I'm referring is that there are lots of ramifications for this statement. What does it mean is that only small fraction of total money. Only a small fraction of total money is in circulation. India paisa total amount of money go luina circulate total amount of money to the fraction it's about, okay, I'm just taking an example. Let's say that India it's actually just it's very, very low, but rupees 100 ki money total amount of money only 20 rupees circulate. The amount of money that India have is rupees 100. 100 ki total money but in reality, in circulation it may be 20 rupees only. 20 rupees circulate Mr. A B, Mr. B Mr. C, like this. Actually, it's not person only, but if money total amount of money to be 20 rupees enterprise circulate that is called money supply. We don't refer to the total amount of money. Money supply never refer to the total amount of money, and they are not equal in reality. That means total amount of money to circulate in another word, let me reverse this. Money supply there are some monies which are to be excluded from the definition of money supply. That is, in my example, 20 rupees is the money supply. 20 rupees is the money supply out of 100. That means these 80 rupees will not be considered as money supply. Money supply considered amount of money. High 80 rupees karam money no. Okay. There are some monies which are not to be included in the definition of money supply. Money supply the include money supply the include simply because they are not in circulation. Circulate money supply circulate money supply total amount of money money supply Puspa Hangdani hangdani ko. Puspa, did you get it? Puspa. Nang di voice no no way kre. Pare. Aduna na. Next item just mine is a law. Following is a law. With this we will come to the end of our today's topic. Tomorrow again we will going full class today from today. Yesterday was an introduction. So there are some forms of money which are to be excluded. To be excluded from the definition of money supply. Which are to be the forms of money which are to be excluded from money supply. Money supply ki idea dagi exclude togadaba singdo kari no have in another word, these are the money which are not in circulation. Circulate togadaba money singdo madhubuni. Here it goes, the number one. The number one form of money which are to be excluded from money supply. Sorry, money supply to exclude. These are the legal reserves, legal reserves of. I sorting because we are going to use further again. So let me write in short here: legal reserves of scheduled commercial banks, SCB. Commercial banks into but to be very specific, because scheduled bank and unscheduled bank difference I will tell you later on. The legal reserves of the scheduled commercial banks are not to be included in money supply. Money supply definition da scheduled bank ki, scheduled commercial bank, to be specific, scheduled commercial bank ki moida laiba legal reserves these are not to be included in the money supply. Money supply definition da yaw yade. Okay. Next point na. Okay. The amount of money with RBI. RBI has central bank for every country ki central bank loinamak lay. Aduna central bank ka laiba paisa sa. These are also not considered as a part of the money supply. Money supply is considered today. Manipur Krishna, no Shikai the country. Manipur Krishna, RBI ki office lay, Kogi Tamai but Haitarine. Assembly ki head opposite Werabna, Konang Hobo, Konang head opposite Soroki Mamang, the RBI office lay Manipur Gisu. Aduna RBI office to Peshamamli. Okay, in the virtual form, in the physical form, lay high Rupashado, it is not in circulation. Circulation toge, Amadamada Satemoida, Tamduini, Aduna, this is not part of the money supply, so this is to be excluded from the definition of money supply. Last but not the least, Karibumba, if amount of money that government have in their bank account, Muji treasury da. Okay, let's say that government have their own treasury. I call you, me and your parents, Noigi Babana, Imana Pasha, Yamwana Tali, Pashado, but the bank account, the Tambani Kange, Marubiawani Kange, Tamangani Shunchoi. In the same way, state government, Manipur government, OVI, central government, OVI, all the government used to save money in the banks, most likely in the central bank, RBI. RBI the save tawi, RBI not the save tawi Kashupudi Kaide, RBI the Togunu Kudum Sabati Yamale. However, what I'm telling is that if government have its money in the treasury or in the bank accounts of the central bank, etc., that is also not to be included in the money supply. Adunani, Masai definition of money supply have money with public to labor paisa do money supply government the labor paisa no, RBI the labor paisa no, scheduled commercial bank legal reserve sing no, legal reserve have any more the labor paisa putting up the money supply they have yade. Okay, aduna last item which are to be excluded from money supply is that money of government. When I say government, I am referring to the state government and the central government. Either money of government means it may be treasury or OBI. With treasury Consolidated Fund of India, CFI, it's not syllabus to so government ki paisa, RBI the labor paisa, scheduled commercial bank ki legal reserves, all these are not to be included as money supply. Money supply the definition to include to so formally we will stop here for today. But before I come to the end, let me tell you something. intentionally I am not doing this functions of money. Functions of money I thoina tawte. Kayina ha matab I can because I am going to give homework for every day. Topic khuding homework adum pigani. It's a very interesting question. I mean sorry, homework. Yam interesting way homework am pige. You know, at the very beginning I was saying that RBI is the one who is printing currency in India. India da paisa se kanana print tawi haiba taragati. Okay, currency to be specific currency. Currency are printed by RBI. Coins are minted by Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance the mint away. I have been telling you this. Here comes very interesting question. Okay, definitely you are going to Google it. Google show it talk later, but you should understand it thoroughly. Here is the question. The question is that RBI na paisa kaya miyam na print to no. Handak ki chahi. Let's say that chahi hai rachi nungti ki to or sum monthly to or whatever. Handak ki chahi da paisa kaya miyam na extra paisa kaya miyam na print to no hai na RBI na kan bese karamba condition ki makhada determine to under which condition RBI will determine this much amount of money should be printed this year. Let me repeat one more time. Amount of money to be printed by RBI depends on one condition. Condition condition yes under some certain condition. What is that condition? Condition to karino. It's your homework. Yani ko homework ko ngore ko Motor kangi ko Brennan, Sophia, did you get it, all of you? So that's all your homework. I suppose Sophia ko ye no isu kenu tarom gani exam merom gani phajana tawro monthly test oraga su mong tana taw Brennan thongam ba ko phajana taw even though kenu monthly test oraga su seriously low gada bani phajana taw gadam. Anyway, let's stop here for today. Let's meet again tomorrow. Bye all of you. See you again. Best of luck for today's exam.